Coming up, the bugs are coming much earlier than usual. Plus, Turning Point comes back to NAU. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Noah McNeil.
And I'm Jadelyn Norito. Thanks for tuning in.
Warm temperatures in Flagstaff are causing insects to emerge earlier than expected.
That means you'll be seeing them more outdoors and maybe inside your house. NAZ Today's Ben Young joins us from Upper Lake Mary with more. Ben?
That's right. With the heat comes the creepy crawlers. We're talking ants, spiders, bees, flies, and more.
Yeah, this recent increase in temperature that we've seen the last week or so has resulted in an extreme flush of insect activity this time of year when we normally wouldn't have it.
Experts say once temperatures rise above certain levels, insects are naturally triggered to come out in search of food like nectar and pollen. But it's happening earlier this year with the unseasonable warmth we've been seeing.
So as temperatures increase, insect development rate increases.
But this early emergence can create challenges, especially if insects come out before food sources are fully available. And it's not just insects being affected. These changes can also impact the health of local forests.
So definitely these increased temperatures with the lack of precipitation can result in increased tree mortality from bark beetles.
Those changes are also being noticed closer to home, as pest control specialist Dylan Schmitz is seeing in his daily work.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more calls for like ants and other pests a lot earlier in the season than usual.
As temperatures continue to fluctuate, experts say these shifts in insect activity.
But this very unusual warm weather brings some good news when it comes to bugs, as we'll be seeing a lot more butterflies soon. Back to you guys in the studio.
Carter Eastlick, a member of NAU's former Delta Tau Delta fraternity, has an arraignment scheduled for April 13th after his indictment last week by a grand jury. The indictment alleges that Eastlick was there when freshman Colin Daniel Martinez died of alcohol poisoning in late January. Police say he was participating in a drinking game. The fraternity was later shut down by the national office.
The organization, once headed by Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, got a less than warm welcome at NAU this week. Chloe Cole, a conservative and detransition activist, represented Turning Point.
Protesters also turned out, objecting to Turning Point's controversial views. NAZ Today's Nicole Rutherford was there.
Turning Point USA is back at NAU and hosted a Pick Up the Mic and Prove Me Wrong event on Monday. Outside of University Union, detransition activist Chloe Cole has been debating with students on controversial issues such as trans rights and providing gender-affirming care for minors.
The intention is not to marginalize or just dismiss people who are going through transgender ideation. I'm here for the purpose of having open discussion around these issues such as transgenderism.
I think it's exciting, honestly. I like the debate, and I could see why some people will be offended by it because it goes against some of their ideas and beliefs. But I don't think they're trying to cause fights and cause trouble. I think it's just a fun conversation.
While there were some NAU students who attended the event in support of the speaker, other students protested by holding signs with political overtones.
I think on both sides it's really silly to get so mad, and specifically I saw a sign that said transgenderism is mental illness, and I think to come to such a campus with such a high, not even say liberal population, but transgender population, and to hold up that sign, I think it's inherently argumentative. It's not to start a conversation.
Many students were outraged over Cole's presence on campus and urged their peers to not engage with the speaker or the event. Another group of students arranged a so-called T-boy wrestling match to take attention away from Turning Point's speaker.
I saw it on both Yik Yak and the Instagram, and I was texting my friends. I was like, hey, we should go to this. I think that the students have such a creative way of protesting without actively impeding on the thing and making us look bad. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to come out here, I'm going to do it.
As for many political events that have occurred on NAU's campus, there's been a large police presence. Even catching my eye, police snipers set up on a nearby building outside. Since the assassination of Turning Point's founder, Charlie Kirk, back in September, police have stepped up security for the event, especially those happening on college campuses. After Monday's event, Turning Point USA members were escorted by police walking past the group of counter-protesters. Nicole Rutherford, NAZ Today.
ICE agents told the city of Flagstaff they are looking for an office here. City officials don't know how many agents will be stationed or what their plans for the city will be. Currently, the office location is unknown, but if ICE wants to put it on city property, they will need explicit permission from the city manager. If you see ICE agents in Flagstaff, you can report it online at the city's non-emergency ICE activity portal. A missing 75-year-old dementia patient has been located by Flagstaff Police Department. Kathy Garza originally was reported missing on North Isabel Street at 11 a.m. Tuesday morning, but was eventually located by police this morning.
Pine needle drop-off dumpsters are now being placed in neighborhoods across Flagstaff. The program is led by the Flagstaff Fire Department and the city's Public Works Division. It encourages the disposal of pine needles to lower the risks of wildfire. The dumpsters are only for pine needles or other organic matter and will rotate throughout the neighborhoods for about a week at a time.
Winter parking restrictions have been lifted across Coconino County, allowing residents to resume overnight parking. The restrictions were put in place at the beginning of November to allow snowplows to safely clear roadways.
Flagstaff is looking at ways making it safe for students to walk to school. The city and a group called Metro Plan hope to encourage walking and biking. This is to make sure students are healthier and to reduce the number of parents driving their kids to school each day, causing traffic delays.
In partnership with Flagstaff Unified School District, Metro Plan developed a transportation safety curriculum which could be taught in local schools. This curriculum is focused on pedestrian and bike safety. Metro Plan says the curriculum, along with road improvements, would encourage students to walk to classes.
It's more so a confidence thing, and so when they know how to walk and bike safely, they're going to feel more confident with these protected infrastructure changes.
Metro Plan is conducting studies recommending infrastructure improvements near Knowles Elementary, Sinagua Middle School, and parts of the Sunnyside area. The plan was reviewed by a pedestrian safety committee last week. Flagstaff is celebrating its 25th year as its first international dark sky city. The event will be held at sunset on April 18th at Heritage Square downtown. Telescopes will be set up for guided stargazing, and the event will have themed star beverages along with snacks from local restaurants available to purchase. The event is free, but donations are encouraged.
You might call it a big box gym. Flagstaff's newest gym is clearly on the larger side.
The fitness center opened to the public Friday. NAZ Today's Rachel Vasquez visited the facility and shares the story.
What was once a Big Lots is now the home of Northern Arizona's first Crunch Fitness, part of a chain that operates more than 550 gyms around the world. Their motto is no judgments, no limits. The company says its purpose is to create a positive, inclusive, and fun environment. Besides a huge amount of fitness gear, Crunch Fitness offers 50 classes a week for different and personal training with a customized fitness program. Crunch also says it works to support local businesses and charities.
We will work with everyone and anyone. Goes back to our philosophy, no judgments, no limits since 1989. We'll do puppy events. We'll go to local businesses, sporting events, anything and everything.
Flagstaff resident James Chu found out about Crunch when he passed by their trailer outside. Chu says he had a membership prior to moving to Arizona.
I just really enjoyed the gym and how they had the layout and just being able to kind of be inspired by everybody else kind of in the gym, working towards the same goal, and I think it just kind of helps out.
Chu said it could be challenging to be consistent with his workouts and was looking for a bigger gym with different options for fitness.
My issue was just not having a big enough gym to kind of have everything available for us. So it does look like this is a bigger gym, so it kind of hopefully will help with that.
The gym has designated areas for fitness classes, including a large group fitness room, a cycling room, a separate area for high-intensity training, and an area for restoring muscles post-workout.
Being able to have so many different pieces of equipment to do different workouts and stuff like that, and having that variety, it just kind of makes it more enjoyable.
Crunch is hosting their first open house this weekend, where people can try fitness classes and equipment without a membership. To find out more about Crunch's latest deals and events, you can check out their website at crunch.com. Back to you guys at the desk.
Easter Sunday is this weekend, and there are plenty of ways for families to celebrate here in Flagstaff. Several local restaurants are hosting Easter brunches, including Silver Pine Restaurant at Little America, Josephine's Restaurant downtown, and the Doubletree by Hilton off Woodlands Village Road. Egg hunts will be held at the Snow Bowl Village Camp by the fairgrounds and Presence Community Church on Easter Day. Imagination Station will offer a toddler egg hunt downtown tomorrow and an all-ages hunt on Saturday and Sunday. Families looking to meet the Easter Bunny can stop by Flagstaff Mall and take some holiday photos from 12 to 6 p.m.
NAU foodies are competing for prizes at a cooking competition, and the first round is in the books. Sponsored by Campus Dining, teams of students hope to secure their spot in the championship round. Contestants Lily and Rose Lombardo have already punched their ticket with their 2-course meal. Lily Lombardo says it's an Asian dish.
I made a black bean wrapped gyoza, so there was black bean flour inside of the dumpling wrapper, and we filled it with an edamame filling that was then steamed and then pan fried, so it got that crispy upper side, and then we served it with a dashi broth, white truffle oil, a couple of Thai chilies. And
both sisters are excitedly waiting to see their opponent be in the championship round, which will be revealed after tomorrow's round. The final round is April 9th. Prizes include a very fancy set of cooking knives.
Coming up, a playful cat is ready to be adopted. Stay with us.
Coming up, Flagstaff weather. I'll be able to talk to you about this beautiful, beautiful sky behind me, and I can't wait to see you there.
For decades, I've taught him everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
See it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Is your family in need of more quality time together?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Nature is best enjoyed together. So bring the whole family to discover all the bonding and stress-reducing benefits parks and forests have to offer. Visit discovertheforest.org and trade in phone time for family time.
Birds, squirrels, chipmunks, grass, worms, bugs, trees, rocks, and other objects in nature cannot talk. If you'd like to have a conversation while visiting nature, you will need to bring humans along. We strongly recommend starting with your family.
This week's Pet of the Week is of the feline species and is ready for just about anyone who'd like to adopt them.
Today's Pet of the Week from High Country Humane Shelter is a playful spirit. Bagheera, a 1-year-old short-haired black tabby cat, loves to be the center of attention. NAZ Today's Mel Israel introduces us.
Bagheera has been at the shelter for about a month. He was found in town outside of somebody's workplace. The charming kitty has been adoptable for about 3 weeks.
He's perfect. He loves to play, he loves to cuddle. It doesn't really get any better than this guy.
Bagheera is friendly with children and even dogs. An ideal home for this sweet boy would be anyone who is home often enough to play and give him lots of attentive love.
He loves a good play session. I think he'd be great with kids, especially if they were a little bit older and knew how to handle cats. Pretty much anything. He doesn't mind dogs. He's not super fond of other cats, but you know, he sits here and watches the dogs go by the window all day long. He seems to be really interested.
Bagheera is well-behaved, house-trained, up-to-date on vaccines, and very social. He also loves exploring the outdoors.
He does love to go outside in the stroller, so if you like to push a cat around in a stroller, you could probably leash train him too, I would think, with a little bit of study on that.
Bagheera is compatible, friendly, and adorable. He never gets tired of having people around him.
Yeah, he's a staff favorite. We do rounds every morning, and people can't believe it every day when he's still here. Because he is just perfect.
Bagheera is ready for adoption at the High Country Humane Shelter. Nicole Hitchcock, NAZ.
Artemis II launched on its moon mission just shy of 3 hours ago, after a brief technical delay preventing the launch. This is the 10-day trip around the moon. They are expected to potentially exceed Apollo 13's record of 248,655 miles from Earth. The Artemis II will carry 4 astronauts.
Among the astronauts is Victor Glover, the first person of color to fly around the moon, Christina Hammock-Koch, the first woman to fly beyond low Earth orbit, and Jeremy Hansen, the first non-U.S. citizen to travel the moon's vicinity.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hello, my name is Enzo Lorenzana, and I will be joining you for the weather today. Now, as you can see, we are at 52 degrees right now, winds coming in from the south at 39 miles per hour, and a dew point of 31 degrees. Humidity is up to 44% after the rain this past night. And now let's go on to see how these clouds are moving. As I said earlier, winds moving, clouds are moving, it's getting away from Arizona. We're gonna surely but slowly get out of these showers. Sorry, a little difficulty on my clicker here, but I could keep talking about wind. Oh no, here we go. As you can see, we have temperatures all around Arizona. In Prescott, we have 62 degrees, Payson 61, Taylor at 63. As well as Grand Canyon at 53. Now, with tomorrow's forecast, 6 a.m. is going to be real chilly with 32 degrees. I highly recommend bundling up tonight. However, once you start getting all the way up to 5 p.m., it's going to be 59 degrees, wind's going to be blowing. Maybe bring a windbreaker, maybe carry a nice light jacket as you're going through your classes. Now, as you can see, Thursday was a very sunny day, but with 59 degrees. Going on to Friday though, 53, but still sunny. Now we're moving into Saturday and Sunday, and it's getting a little cloudier, and Monday we're hitting those scattered showers, 20% chance of rain, and 64 degrees. Now, as you can see, this is that beautiful, beautiful day I was talking about earlier. It's shiny, it's so bright. So if you haven't gone out today, I recommend you do. If not, go out tomorrow. Have a great day, have a great night. This is Enzo Lorenzana. Thank you for joining me for weather.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the
pineapple.
Nope, I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope, I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different. If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Welcome back. My name is Lydia Schweders, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. New football season is coming around, and NAU lost some players after this last season to the transfer portal or graduation. With this talent leaving, many are wondering how the upcoming season is looking. The Lumberjacks are hoping to achieve a better offensive performance, and with quarterback Ty Pennington returning for another year, he can continue to bring valuable experience back into the offense. They are going to be missing a few key players such as Colby Katzis, who had a dominant season, finishing 8th in the FCS with receiving yards, and was named Big Sky Player of the Week after 6 receptions and 3 touchdowns against Cal Poly. However, nearing the corner is the NFL draft, and it is time that NCAA programs put on pro days to give a chance to their student athletes to show their talents in hopes to make it to the big leagues. The NAU football team hosted its annual pro day last week, allowing 6 seniors to showcase their skills in front of NFL scouts from the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Wide receivers Colby Katzis, Isaiah Eastman, Jason Raines, and defensive backs Jalen Wesley, Mikhail Greer, and Quinton Moten participated in various drills to show off speed, agility, and strength.
There's a lot of people that would die to be in the position that I am in, and I just take it, I never take anything for granted, and I just do step by step. I really am appreciative and blessed just to be in the position that I am.
With their teammates cheering them on from the sidelines while chasing their dreams of playing in the NFL, there is a chance they get to play alongside other NAU football alumni like the Detroit Lions' Khalil Dorsey and the Indianapolis Colts' Coleman Owen.
To know that I even get a chance to do this, it even baffles me at some times. So if I could only imagine little Kobe knowing, he probably would think I'm a superhero. So.
Katzis was one of 3 athletes who came to NAU with Coach Wright from Pittsburgh State. The 2026 NFL Draft will be held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on April 23rd to the 25th. In more NAU sports news, Ryan Abelman announced that he would be staying at NAU for a 5th year. He averaged 10.5 points, 5.1 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and 1.3 steals in 32.3 minutes per game. He also led the team in points scored with 314 points. Now for local sports, Coconino football has a new head coach, Josh Klaus. The school announced on Friday that Klaus is the new head coach, an alumni of Cocoa High, and has over 15 years of experience coaching at Coconino for football and baseball. Congratulations and good luck. The women's Final Four is coming to Phoenix. Games start this Friday, April 3rd. The 4 teams, South Carolina, Texas, UCLA, and defending champions UConn, will be traveling to the Mortgage Matchup Center in downtown Phoenix. The first game will have two veteran head coaches, Don Staley and Gino Ariema, face each other. This will be their 16th time meeting up, where Ariema has the 10-5 advantage. However, Staley has won 5 of the 7 last meetups since 2020. UCLA is looking to make their first ever national championship game, as this is their only second Final Four appearance. They will have to get past the Longhorns, as they have not won the title since 1986. All 4 teams performed in dominant fashion throughout the tournament, making it look easy, as they are all #1 seeds. Be on the lookout for key players like UCLA's dominant center Lauren Betts, South Carolina's freshman sensation Joyce Edwards, and Texas's versatile forward Madison Booker. We'll have all the coverage here next week as a part of our Women's Final Four show on the Overtime. That's all I have for sports tonight. Stay tuned for your weather recap with Enzo Lorenziana after the break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hi, I'm Enzo with your weather recap. As you can see, Thursday was a sunny day with 59 and went through to Friday with 53. However, coming this weekend, it's going to get partially cloudy with 58 degrees and 63 degrees respectively for Saturday and Sunday. However, Monday, it might be worth bringing an umbrella to your classes, as we have a 20% chance of scattered showers with a 64-degree high.
I'm personally excited for that weather. Thank you, Enzo. I do have some bad news. This will be our last show ever.
Yeah, that's right. We all quit.